Good morning. It is actually good morning, sucker.
You guys see what I have to deal with?
It's 11 a.m. What? Are you saying I'm hard to deal with? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
I'm being so difficult after all. I could eat some of your chips?
Sure.
Yeah, so it is 11 a.m. Welcome to Colville National Forest. Just crossed the border here at Metaline Falls. Metaline Falls? Sure. Is that the right way of pronouncing it?
Yep.
We're heading into Metaline Falls and Metaline and then Ione, and I got Ione right for sure. Plain chips. What is today? Thursday? Thursday. Today is Thursday. Should have enough time to go deliver this load in Old Town and then boot back up here and cross the border here. This border closes at 4 p.m. So if all goes smooth, we should be able to boot back up over here and cross the border today afternoon. It's a fun, curvy little road. So, it's an interesting load here. I guess I first should say that this video is sponsored by the Summit Group. Man, I was just at Summit, guys. I swear I was just at Summit. It's okay. The Sutherland Group, they had all their trucks lined up. Hayden and Summit and PC Eco Chips. Landmark, KC Drilling, Sutco, all the trucks were lined up for a photo shoot. So they were shooting some videos and the drones were flying around. They were doing some kind of marketing thing. But yeah, the Sutherland Group now hiring Super B woodchip, Super B flat deck, Class 1 drivers in BC's Lower Mainland, Okanagan, and the Kootenays. To apply, go to sutco.ca, use promo code QUADFAN, let them know I sent you. Plus get an extra $100 on your first payday. Make sure you use my name as a reference. Any referral bonuses I get, and that can be anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 that I can get if you use my reference. My name as a reference. And if I'm getting $3,000, I'll give you $1.5 grand. I'll split it with you. Whatever I get, depending on your qualifications, whatever referral bonus I get because of you, I'll give you half of that. Only fair. And if you guys aren't interested in trucking but interested in other careers, there's so many different jobs at the Sutherland Group. Want to get your toes into becoming a mechanic? They're always hiring there too. I guess not always, but often hiring. But yeah, anyway, interesting load. I'm not going to say who the chipper is because of what happened. They loaded me, the first layer, and then got me the belly strap, and I just go, how many more on top? Because I'm trying to get heavy. He goes, oh, you'll be overweight. And I'm like, no, I won't. He goes, well, you'll be very close. Loaded me. And my drive PSIs for a U.S. load, I can legally go to 55 psi, 56 psi, really pushing it. That's dead on max. Like, okay, we'll see. I looked at my gauge, 75 psi on the drives. Like, no, I'm not close to overweight. I am way overweight. Not even close to legal Canadian weight, let alone US weight. I go, I'm way over. You have to take bundles off. He goes, everybody takes this load. Don't care. I don't care if everybody else runs illegal or not. I'm not. He goes, okay. He goes, how much you have to take off? I'm like, 2 bundles. You have to take 2 bundles off. Not only take 2 bundles off, we were still overweight. I got him to shift the other bundles towards the back. As he took 2 bundles off the front, it also reduced some of the weight on the back. But my drives, remember, the drives is only 2 axles. In the US, the trailer is 4 axles, so you can put a lot more weight on the back of the trailer than on drives. What's this corner called again? Bridge? I can't remember. I'm supposed to call it out.
Sleep, maybe?
Slate, yeah. Slate Creek Bridge, southbound. Yeah, you're right. Slate Creek. Ooh, that's a rock or just a pine cone? Just a pine cone.
It's interesting that customs have been asking last time we used this border. Like going down, I don't remember. Come back up.
It's been a long time. Yeah, and then customs went through the truck, inspected the inside, and just goes, when she came out, she goes, well, at least you guys don't live in the truck. It's like, she goes, it's pretty neat and tidy in there compared to some trucks. I'm like, well, I don't know how neat and tidy it is. It's looking a bit messy on my end, but if you say so, I mean, I guess other truckers, if you live in the truck for 5 months, if you're home even 5 weeks away from home, we're home every week, almost every weekend. So you only take enough food for a week and a half, right? So.
Before crossing the border, we saw a coyote. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yep, coyote. We saw a bald eagle take off from the ditch right beside us. Man, those birds are big when they're right beside you.
That's pretty cool.
Seen some turkeys already. It's been a wildlife morning.
Definitely think everybody's like spring. Feels good in the sun too right now.
Oh, it feels so good outside in the sun. It's plus 15 Celsius, but in the sun it feels much nicer. Plain ripple chips are pretty good. Who's texting me?
Well, that one's probably welcome to US. Like,
Oh yeah. Well, it's the first one.
safety minute.
Ah, right. Go for running for his life. You can close that anytime. I'm done.
I'm not.
Oh, I mean, if you're not, then keep going. Don't keep it open just for me.
But I don't want to make noise either.
Well, if we make noise, we make noise. We'll see how many complaints we have about the noise. Everybody go down below and complain about the noise. Tell Jess how offended you are by the crinkling of chip bag.
I let one know how much his coughing annoys you.
Crinkly, crinkly. See how annoying that is? You guys gotta complain about that. She threw them into the back. They're all done now.
I needed a little something. I needed to eat a little something.
Yeah, just a snack.
They're like, we have to shoot video right here. I'm like, nope, I don't care.
Justice said, you want to shoot video, but I want to eat. I'm like, doesn't matter. Go eat. If you want a snack, you can have a snack.
You know, this week has been the week where I cannot find what I'm paying for it.
Yeah, I have that sometimes. I'm like, I hate everything in the truck. There's no food in this truck I actually want. Sometimes when I have food in the truck, all I need, every now and then I'll stop at a restaurant anyway, but rarely do we stop at a restaurant.
I think we stop at a restaurant more often for the washroom than we do for the wanting to eat the food.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that.
And then you're captured by the whole, it's polite to order food to use your washroom.
I think it's socially you should buy something from a place if you use their washroom. I don't know, what do you think about that? What are your feelings about that? If you stop at a convenience store, do you feel like you have to buy something from that convenience store? Stop at a fast food restaurant, do you feel like you have to buy something from them for using that restroom? I know I sound like Americans saying restroom, but I cross the border and I go into restroom. Because if you say washroom in the US, some people just give you a funny look.
What is privy? Is that what British say?
Privy? Yeah, privy.
We should start using that just to even complicate these more.
Hey, we have a spade in the back of the toolbox, so the a hole in the ditch works too. Oh, right, I'm supposed to call out. What's this? Down Circle Motel.
So, yeah, we had a realization last night.
Did we?
Yep. That your paperwork said to deliver to a different location.
Oh yeah, our delivery. It's like, oh, we're going to such and such. Oh, that's going to be a hard place to deliver with a 53-foot trailer. And then Jess is reading the paperwork, filling it out, and goes, hey, the paperwork actually says it's supposed to be delivered to Rona and Trail. Nelson, I mean. So I called the boss. No answer. My dispatcher, no answer. Is he actually my dispatcher? No, he's not. He's the load planner. Called him, no answer. So I called my boss above him, and he goes, no, just deliver it all at Rona and Nelson. And then the load planner called back and goes, actually, we're going to need you to deliver it to on site into that really hard spot to get into. Like, okay, I've never brought a 53-footer down there. It's hard enough to bring a Super B down there, let alone the 53-footer. A Super B, you can back around the corner better. A 53-footer needs a lot more space to go around the corner. I know it's kind of against logic that a Super B needs less space, but a Super B definitely needs less space around corners. Because you have that extra articulation point to go around the corner. I mean, it needs a little more skill to back something up like that, but it needs less room. Powerhouse Bridge.
Yeah, some phone calls must have been made and they decided you can deliver it all to Rona.
Yep. So, the boss contact, there was several calls and then texts. I didn't answer the last call because I was busy outside getting ready to unload. We did deliver it all in one spot instead of two different areas. I brought a Super B in there a couple of times. You should never have a rookie go in there with a Super B.
But as soon as your Isaac told us that location, I was already going, oh no, this isn't going to be nice.
Yeah, I was debating asking the forklift driver to come to the driveway and unload me on the road.
Yeah. And to be fair, they're not that far away from Rona. But they can work it out.
Yeah, they can take one of the Rona 5 tons and bring it up there.
Yep.
All right, what was that? Metaline Falls. Metaline is still ahead of us. What did I say, Metaline?
I remember somebody told us it's meta and then lean like lean beef.
I know I used to call it Metaline, and I was very strictly told that was wrong. So we know Metaline is wrong, but Metaline, yeah, it's like lean beef, yeah. Yep, Metaline, okay.
Well, that's how I remember it.
It's spelled Metaline.
If I remember correctly, he was trying to have you pronounce it more of a French way. If I remember. So it might be influenced by kind of like Ponderay.
Yeah, Ponderay. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how you pronounce Ponderay in French, but it's not Ponderay.
But there might be a huge French influence over here.
Yep. Because the river here is Ponderay River. And maybe Ione is probably French as well. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm learning French, but I don't know.
Because I called Ione Ion or I won. Welcome to Metaline. It's really beautiful country. What? What are you laughing about?
I'll tell you later.
Tell me later.
Yeah.
What?
I'll tell you later.
This is some top secret info?
You betcha. It's at 17 out now.
Yep, warming up.
So, you want to take a bet?
Take a bet what?
If that scale will still be open or not?
It'll probably be closed. It'll be closed.
It'll be closed.
That was another line of shipper said, it's like, scale, there's no scales you have to go through. I'm like, actually there is. At least one scale I have to go through. Yeah, but it's never open. It's like, pull up the app and go, literally is open right now. For a scale that's never open, look at the app. It is open right now. He goes, well, in that case, we'll have to take some off. He goes, with that kind of weight, not only going to get a ticket, they'll just straight out arrest you. I'm like, so you knew you were loading me that heavy?
Yep.
You hear that on the radio quite often. People are going, hey, is scale open? Is the scale open? Is the scale? Everybody wants to know if the scale's open. So just run legal. And you don't have to worry about it. And I've said it on the radio and I just get pure laughter back. As if running legal is a joke. Nobody runs legal. It's like, I do. At least I try. I mean, we all make mistakes, but as a rule of thumb, I'm not going to knowingly break a law.
I bet you that waterfall's really pretty right now.
It probably is. It's a beautiful drive. I always like this highway. River still looks pretty clear, not looking muddy. Monterey River flows into the Columbia River in Trail. So this river flows into Canada, over to Trail, and then the Columbia immediately flows back into the U.S. The Columbia actually dips into the U.S. once, crosses back to Canada, and then goes back down into the U.S. So it's one of those rivers that crosses the border a couple of times. find the side roads in the U.S. always very narrow. This one's not super narrow. It's got at least, what, 2-foot shoulder. Canadian roads have much wider shoulders. Like most of our roads are much wider shoulders.
Yep.
Here it's more like a foot shoulder. I always find when we cross into Washington, the roads narrow right up or right down. Sure.
Yep.
Fox Canyon Dam. Fox Canyon viewpoint. I definitely want to drive in there sometime and see what kind of viewpoint they allow you to get.
That'll be fun. Isn't there like a cave around here too? Cave tour place somewhere?
I don't know. Maybe I used to know, but I don't remember.
It's been a while.
Definitely different driving southbound on this highway. I don't know the corners all as well as northbound. Northbound we take this highway quite often.
Yeah.
Didn't write my kilometers down at our chipper.
For some reason that doesn't surprise me.
I was getting so good at it, and then I missed a couple, and then it's just kind of hard to get back on the bandwagon. Tracking my kilometers. That's okay. I can log in on my phone, and my phone will. I can log into my e-log on my phone, and on my phone I can see the mileage of the truck at all every time I make any kind of log. Ah, we're in Ione already. Welcome to Ione.
What do you own?
Ione. Sasquatch Crossing. Oh, who said to say hi here again? What was their name?
I don't recall.
I'm supposed to say hi to someone over here. Hey, if you're watching, today's April 27th. If you heard a truck honking at you on April 27th, that was me. Let the car get a little bit further away before I honk. I don't want the car to think I'm honking at them.
It probably still thinks that.
Hey, there's a nice park down there. Welcome to Ione Park. I hadn't seen that before. Now this little river here looks quite a bit muddier, muckier. Logging equipment there. It looks like it's for sale or something. Cruise control on. Time to relax.
I'm already doing that.
You're already relaxing?
Yep. I am not really talkative.
Well, you already filled out all my paperwork.
You almost said your paperwork.
Okay, was I don't know. Maybe. I cannot confirm or deny.
Okay, I like doing the paperwork.
Makes my life a bit easier. I guess this would probably be the Ione airport. Every now and then you see military jets doing low-level flybys in this area, or military helicopters. Oh look, they're extending the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Either extending it or putting up a building on this end. Looks like it might have been. No, I think they're extending it because they're adding a lot of, and they're scraping dirt from here and bringing it up there. Yep, they're definitely extending the airport. They can have a little bit of bigger planes and smaller jets landing there that increase tourism. And up in the middle of nowhere like this, who wouldn't want to come here and spend a vacation in the middle of nowhere just to relax? Kind of fun, especially if you're city people. construction going on here too. Are you serious? You dumb idiot. I didn't have a problem with you speeding like crazy coming past me, but speeding like crazy and then hitting the brakes and turning off, you're an idiot.
You hear that? He's not even a jackwagon. He's an idiot.
Street to idiot?
Yep.
I run motorcycle, one actually fairly similar to that. It's hard not to play with a motorcycle with some good power. You've got that kind of horsepower and something that light, it's hard not to play a little bit, but don't pass it and hit the brakes and pull over. Honestly, suicidal.
Maybe the weather would be good enough for you to go on a bike ride soon.
Should register the bike. What's the forecast going to look for the weekend? If it's going to be nice, I might want to register this weekend.
I don't know if you have self-service here.
Yeah. On and off.
I'm like,
On and off.
I don't got a phone, so.
Because if it's this nice on the weekend, it'd be awfully tempting to register the bike.
So I told you it was going to be nice, and then you're like, nope, don't believe you. So now I have to look it up. Oh, really? We'll see. I'm going to click on the government one.
Getting a weather report.
Friday 26, Saturday 27, and then Sunday rain moves, and Saturday would be a beautiful day.
Huh. Might be registering my motorcycle this weekend.
This is 28 degrees, so it's going to be around 27, 28 degrees. Depending on what forecast you look at.
I wonder if I could take these two new microphones and somehow get them inside the helmet. That way you could hear both me and my brother at the same time, synchronized.
I think he's busy this Saturday.
Oh yeah. But even then, yeah, see if I can work a way somehow safely put these inside the helmet.
Yeah, Saturday's absolutely a beautiful day.
I will have to explore, because that way we could have my brother and I both talking while we go for a ride in the future sometime. That'd be a fun video. I know I would have fun shooting it.
And also, I think it's still on my phone in the browser tab to look up how to record your Sena.
Yeah.
I think you just need an app on your phone or something.
To record the sound and then just synchronize the audio later at home.
I think you both need to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, if that works, then that's solved.
I started looking it up when we talked about it like a month ago. But seeing, I don't have a Sena. I don't really look into it. I forget about it. So you should register Friday night then, so Saturday doesn't take forever.
Yeah.
When everybody else does the same thing.
Yep. Good idea. My brother's had his bike registered for a while now, but I think he learned his lesson from last year. He has not encouraged me to register mine yet, because he goes, the later Juan registers hers, when mine expires in 6 months, Juan's is not expired yet, so he can ride my bike around.
still in the battery upstairs too.
Oh yeah, pull the battery out. Should put the trickle charger on it again.
It is
Oh, it's still on it.
still on the trickle charge.
Okay, perfect. That's reinstall the battery and go for a cruise.
I don't know if there's any spring maintenance you have to do on it.
Very minor, just check fluids and everything. Like we did all of that in fall, so.
There's one rule though.
What's the rule?
You know the rule.
Huh?
You can't go to Tickleberries without me.
Oh. Well, I could take the motorcycle and you could drive the pickup. Or I could get riding James's bike and take you on the motorcycle to Tickleberries. That'd be a good first test ride. It's a short little ride.
We'll have to think this through.
Yeah. I could take you to Tickleberries on James's bike. My bike is incredibly uncomfortable for passengers. James's bike is. Most bikes are uncomfortable for passengers. There are some bikes that are very comfortable for passengers. But James's bike, he's got one that's lower. I can't remember what it is, but it's lower to the ground. It's a Honda something. Lower to the ground and bigger seat, more comfortable seat for a passenger. It doesn't feel like you're going to be sliding off the back the whole time. Less of we're going to die feeling the whole time.
Yeah, that wouldn't go over well for me.
Oh no, you're still gonna feel like we're gonna die the whole way, but it'll be less.
Lovely.
I think most people's first experience with a motorcycle is, oh my god, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, or this is absolutely awesome. It depends on how much of a thrill seeker you are. One of those two experiences. Or maybe both. I think the first time I rode a motorcycle, I think it was a little of both. This is awesome. Oh no, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Okay, this is awesome. Oh shoot, we're gonna die. Anywho. If we do that, look for some bike videos coming up. Might be fun to throw in here and there. But we should call it a day. I should plug those cameras back in and get them charging so that I can shoot a bonus video. Gotta keep on top of those as well. If you guys want to watch a bonus video, just hit that join button down below, and almost every Saturday I release a bonus video. Can't guarantee it because, well, the bonus videos are a lot more timely. I shoot them and then just release them right away. So can't guarantee that. Although I think we're going to change that. Move the bonus videos at least 1 week further down, so that way I don't have to go run scrambling every weekend to get them up. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna bail out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.